go. Alright. Hello, everyone or no one. Welcome to Rogue Legacy 2. I haven't streamed in like a month. It's mostly just been life getting in the way, or I just haven't been motivated to. There's been a lot of problems. Like, for example, that I haven't been able to start at the time that I intend to. It's usually around 5 p.m., and now it's well past 9 before I could get this started. Today, I was just going to skip it, but I was like, I can't just go like a whole month without streaming, so I may as well. This is the game I was going to be playing anyways, Rogue Legacy 2. I've been playing it most of the day, although my internet has been out, and then an update hits, so I don't know if it's been out for a while or if it just hit today. I couldn't tell you. In any case, it is terrible. Very unpleasant changes that they added. They decided to change the way armor works again to make it even less helpful, even though it was barely worth investing in the first place. And they cut your gold gain pretty much in half, which they always want to make the game harder, but that doesn't really make it harder, it just makes it more tedious, more unpleasant. I don't know why they would want to do that, but... So as of today, the game is more unpleasant than it was yesterday, or even earlier today. I have a little gold from the last run. We'll invest it in... You know, I'm just going to hold on to it. Part of our gold, up to, I think that's 22% total, will be held on to between runs. So for about 1,000, that's about, what, 220? My gear's not very good. I haven't gotten too far. I'm only level 62. I've only been playing for, I don't know, 20 hours-ish total on this. Because I'll play like one day every few weeks after they've updated it. So... Alright. Our goals for today are honestly just to make money. I don't think I'm going to be able to make enough progress to beat any bosses or unlock any new areas. So we're just gonna play and have fun. And hopefully talk to people if any should show up. So anyway, I've been thinking about the Mandela effect. I might have talked about it here before or not, I honestly don't remember. But it's this really weird theory that people have used to say, hey, maybe time travelers have had an effect on our timeline. It's named after Nelson Mandela and one of the examples of the effect. Because a lot of people remember hearing that Nelson Mandela had died way before the time that he actually ended up dying. Unless he's still alive? I don't think he's still alive. Pretty sure he's actually dead now. But if you ask like a lot of people, when they first heard that Nelson Mandela died, they would say just like years, maybe decades before it actually happened. And it's usually, the Mandela effect usually talks about things that are different from how most people remember them to be. So things like the Berenstain Bears. There's a children's book series, Berenstain Bears, about bears who, I don't know, just go about, learn life lessons, just do daily, really people things. They're not really, I was going to say bear things, but they don't do bear things, they do human things. But they're bear people. And the spelling is Berenstain, I think it is. But everyone remembers it as Stein. It's like, people are like, it's the Berenstain Bears, but it's Berenstain and it always has been. And that throws a lot of people for a loop. They're like, what? Because they read them, or at least were aware of them as a kid, and just, to everyone, it's always been Berenstein, not Berenstain. So we've got a jumping challenge that's probably impossible. I don't know if I'm like missing a movement ability for this, but these you can't do them. This is a change to the fairy chest. They don't just show up anymore. Now there's a lever. I kind of like that because a lot of them were time based and they'd start as soon as you entered the room, and before you even know what was happening, you were running out of time for the fairy chest. They're nice chests that usually contain rare stuff. I don't have a way of reaching these except for falling, but if I fall, I can't come back because these ledges are not aligned properly to allow you to. So like I could hit this and then get back up there and hit that again, but you can't get up here. So unless there's some kind of like diagonal dash or I don't know what. Well, there's that, okay. I didn't think I could hit it from there. Okay, you know what? Wait, no. How do I get to the chest then? You can't... So again, I would have to get it back up here, but I cannot. So I'd have to get up here and then dash and then do this. And then... Hold on. Yeah, you can't... It wouldn't let me dash for the first second until I was past this point. So... Like, if you could immediately dash out of there, you could reach chest. So there's got to be some kind of diagonal movement or free jump or something that doesn't count. I don't know. I mean, this game and the prequel kind of had a history of giving me chests that I'm pretty sure were not possible to complete. But this one's still in development. This game, technically it's in early access, even though it's, mostly a full game with lots and lots of content and things to do and stuff to unlock. I mean, I played for about 20 hours and I'm nowhere near the end, so... I would expect it would take at least 50 for me to complete it, and that's pretty much a full game, 50 hours. My choice here was between a large heal or take some damage but your max health goes up, and I think max health is more helpful. Especially because this class, the chef, gets to heal itself. Excuse me. Switch gear and gain 10% magic damage, so I changed my spell. And reduce resolve, which is a kind of new feature. That's the blue thing in the upper left, 176%. If that goes down to 100%, anything below that will decrease your health. Like if it goes down to 50%, I'll be at half health. If I leave it at like 75%, I'll be at 75% health. But above 100, you can just spend it. Which I think is actually pretty nice. It allows you to take things without much penalty, whereas before they always cost max health, so it was always a negative to pick stuff up, but now, not so much. I honestly don't know which one of these spells is better, and I don't really need magic damage, but I'll just hold on to my resolve, actually. I might find some good stuff. And the chef can knock back projectiles. Some of them, anyways. Turns them into his own fireballs. Or her own. Characters can be either gender. Right, Mandela effect I was saying. Sorry. So... Things like Nelson Mandela's death, the Berenstein Bears, just slight differences from what people believe to be true. So picking a relic. War Drum gives us 5% bonus damage, and every other pickup is a further 5%, and this gives enemies the armor break status for 2 seconds when we spin kick on them, which is kind of hard to land, and it's just 2 seconds is not much time. That's kind of a waste. So this one's better. Costs 34% resolve. We've still got 142%, so we are just fine. Anyways, so slight changes in reality from what people believe or what they remember, like people have distinct, fervent memories of these things, but reality is actually different from their memories. And so people believe it's a possibility, at least, that these changes are changes in the timeline caused by time travel. You know, kind of the butterfly effect. Which I guess I would have to explain, although most people know what the butterfly effect is, right? It's when a butterfly flaps its wings, they say that it can cause a, what is it, tornado or hurricane, one or the other, all the way around the world. So one minor event can lead to a series of other events, or can cause major events that don't seem to be related to them, or just like minorly, because, you know, a butterfly's wings flap is like the most minor wind there is, and a tornado or hurricane would be pretty major. Deal and take 100% more damage. That's probably worth taking. It's a little dangerous, but we get to heal a lot and deal a lot of damage. And I think we got a max health boost, so yeah, probably worth taking. Okay, we're gonna move really one room to the right, but it's just faster to go this way. This is a relatively new area. Alright, these chests are almost definitely mimics. Yep, it would have hit me and I almost died. The thing about the chef class that I always forget is they take like half a second to swing their attack. Also, I was probably standing in the wrong place, but yeah, it's not good. That was a very bad run. Okay, none of these give us a bonus, so I'm going to reroll. We only get one. Ooh, 320%. Pacifist is massive gold gain. I think it wasn't that high earlier, and then Dwarfism is minor, so 320 bonus gold. So that should be what, 42 gold every piece of pickup? We'll take this. Although we will die early because we cannot attack. Which is important not just for killing enemies, but for getting them out of the way, getting them to stop being obstacles. We can't afford the important things. I could maybe buy a attack power boost or something, but I'm just gonna hold on to the money, which invests a small portion of it. Oh, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our vault right there. So 327, 110. That's not bad, I guess. Not good, but not terrible. This is the only form of attack we have, and it does no damage. The spin kick. Yep, got it. Also, I've got really low HP. Can't cast spells, so I can't break through that this cracked wall here. I could get to a chest if I went through it, but you have to cast a spell or use an ability, and I can reload my peace sign. That's funny. You use this to reload the gun. Okay, so this kills me immediately, but gives a massive gold gain. I think I'll hold on to this being here. Told the mana by 25? Yeah, I can't even cast spells, so... Ideally, I'd go get a bunch of money and then end the run at that item. Get 35% bonus gold on top of what I've already gained. Which should be massive, as long as I don't die quickly, which I probably will because I can't attack. So going in there would be a really, really bad idea. You have to kill enemies to get through it, and it's either a mini-boss fight or a enemy rush, and we can't deal with either. This is the first boss room, but we've already killed him ages ago. So we just get a little money. I'll go here. It's not implemented yet, but it's just a further along warp point. See, there's just no area here. Okay, what do we got? Critical chance for spells and weapons, irrelevant. Restore 50 mana, also irrelevant. We can't use mana or deal criticals. We are not finding much gold so far, but And you see the nerf to... Nope. Is this just a fair chest room? No, okay. The nerf to armor that went in place with this update is that you see it's 10 up in the top left, that little shield symbol. It was 12, but I've been hit twice. So every time you get hit, you lose armor. It was already weak enough, but now it's just... I want that chest, but I can't... If I do the thing, it'll shoot me up into the enemy, so... Like how that shot me into the next room. Yikes. Although Dwarfism is actually something really nice to have with Pacifism, not just because of the bonus, but because you're a lot harder to hit. It makes it hard to hit and damage enemies too, but since that's not a concern, yeah, it's kind of nice. Alright, we're making kind of good money for our time. Let's see, where do I go? I don't want to go to this area. The one I'm currently in would be a major pain with no attacking, so I guess the green area. This will give us a chance for some free money in its starting area anyways. And my personal experience with the Mandela effect is about Pikachu. I, and apparently a lot of other people, thought Pikachu's tail looked different than it actually does. Most people seem to think that it had a black tip at the end like Pikachu's ears do. At this point I shouldn't need to explain who Pikachu is. I mean, everyone knows what Pokemon are. Journal entry? Okay, this is a new one. You have a gift. You're meant for so much more, Z. Stop wasting your time trying to help everyone you meet. You could be working in the Citadel and creating change from inside. You don't have to suffer like this. This is J, being the author, in the top left. If you fight, you'll die. Trust me, there's no winning this war. You have no idea how powerful Lamek is. It would take a miracle plus 100 soldiers to stop him. Forgive me. I don't know why I'm writing this. I love you, Z, but you must be open to compromise. I hope you don't hate me for what I'm asking. Yours, J. Honestly, I don't entirely understand that, and you're not really supposed to. You read all the journal entries. This just points the gun, but we can't attack with it, so... Anyways, you... read the journal entries to get an idea of what's going on with the story. But so far as I've read, there's a lot of just, we haven't written it yet, so... going on. And even if they have written it, just it doesn't make sense because you're coming in like after most of the things have happened, and a lot of it's not very well explained. But maybe it will be in the end. Although, if the last game's any indication, not really. I don't know, what am I getting myself into? I want that chest, but I don't know. Okay, what do we got? Scholar Chest 1. So, I already have the Scholar Chest. So that's just telling me I'm getting it again, and I honestly don't know whether that makes it better, or... because I haven't seen improvements in items I've gotten twice, so maybe something to implement later, or maybe I just haven't noticed. I'm not very observant. And I haven't played in a while, except for today. Right, so Pikachu. My thing with it was that I, for some reason, thought it had a brown area near the base of its tail. Oop, did not mean to do that. And yeah, I'm dead. I missed the jump there and I knew I was going to die. But that's not bad for a run. We don't get any experience because we didn't kill anything. But 4,000-ish gold. 80%, that must be terrible. Yeah, D.Va. I hate D.Va. I don't really like mages. Maybe we'll take it. No, I'll reroll. Okay, 400%. So, die in one hit, but we can get a lot of money. Or colorblind and get 80%. So this is a really likely to get money, but this gets a lot of it. If I had viewers, I'd ask their opinions on which of these two to take. Because that's 50 gold per item we pick up, whereas this is... Hold on. Is it really 28? No, it's 18. Then it'll be 19, but this would be 51. Because we get 10 more because of a rune I have. So 51 or 19. But we die immediately. But we actually get to do more and not die immediately. Yeah, let's go with the risk. Risks are more fun. We'll go with higher gold conversion. It's not a very exciting upgrade, but it's important you buy these because every time you buy an upgrade, everything else gets more expensive. So, you gotta buy the good stuff early or it'll be too expensive to buy later. Like, if this goes up to 8,000 or 10,000 to buy instead of 5,000, that's a lot harder to afford. Whereas some of the smaller stuff, this is 1,200, so if it goes up by another, 2,000, that's still 3,000, which is, better. So, yeah, this. Alright, oh yeah, and the D.Va, which makes it very, very easy to get hit. We have new stuff to buy, but don't have much money, so I don't think I can afford any of it. 333, that's my lucky number, so that's maybe a good sign. Maybe this run will go well. Probably not, but you never know. Anyways, yeah, Pikachu. I always thought the base of his tail was brown because my brother had a stuffed Pikachu, and the base of its tail had a brown spot. I can't confirm this though because it probably no longer exists. It was probably thrown away. So it's probably in a landfill somewhere. Poor Pikachu. Ah, almost jumped too high. That would have been a really stupid end. So I'm just focusing on this really hard now because every little bit of gold is major, but it's very, very, very easy to die. Oh, I hate this room. I can't look around at all. Normally, if you move the right stick, you can look around a little bit, see what's ahead, but we can't because of D.Va. Also, I just generally hate this in video games. The whole you can only see around yourself, but everything else is dark. It's a thing they do, and it's just usually only for a couple levels. I never like it. I'd rather the game just be harder. Like in regular ways, not this, because you just get hit out of nowhere, which is very bad when we can only survive 0 hits. I hate those guys especially too because their movement path is very unpredictable. Sometimes they'll just move in really weird ways around the terrain. Ways they shouldn't. I don't know. No. Hold on. I think we got looping audio. My stream is... I'm not supposed to be hearing myself. It does that sometimes. Okay, back to it. And where are we? My only option is to go that path where I can't see. That's great. Or wait, we have teleporters, but oh, yes, that's a good idea, actually. Go here and get a bunch of free money. Glad I thought of that. That was, what, 400 or 500? And then, the entrance here. This one's got less stuff, but yeah, still that was good. Oop. These paths, they only the part you initially landed on stays solid, so if you walk off it, you fall through. It resets when you jump, like that, and so you have to jump around to move along it. Anyways, let's get this cheddar, as they say. And there were a couple other examples. I used to have like a dozen memorized, but now, can I even do this? Take 1 damage, but increases max HP by 41, which that would instantly kill me. And restore health and mana, which we can't do. I mean, we could destroy the mana, but chest, nice. If that was a range attacker, I'd be dead. Oh, nope, it's those fires. Okay, not going in there. I can't see very well. I also got a spell that you can't really control how it goes, so that's a bonus problem. Oh no. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. This way. Again with this choice, which is, you know, nothing for us. I guess I'll heal the mana. Uh-oh. Not this guy. I do not like those. They just jump out at you from beyond where you can see. Ah. Okay, no thank you with this room. Okay, if that's dead, then I can get this guy next time he attacks. I've made 4,500. That's not bad for a run where we can't survive a hit. No, 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 no. Not what I meant to do, but oh well. Yeah, it's good. It's decent money. And more from Gigantism. That's not good for a gunslinger. It might be good for a barbarian. Nature. You like guys and gals. That was changed from the originals where the original game's trait where your character could be gay, which didn't really excuse me, didn't really do anything except change statues from male to female or vice versa. So apparently this one added a bisexual option, which I would assume just makes for both statues to show up in this game. I haven't really noticed any effect of this. I mean, it doesn't really have one besides that, or whatever else minor thing it does. It doesn't have an effect on the gameplay, is what I'm trying to say. And then nostalgic, this would make the game look like a faded photograph for 40% bonus gold. It's not bad, but I don't really like mages anyways, and that's minor, so we'll... Okay, that's better, but it's a pacifist again. Super IBS. If it's the same as the last game, you fart every time you get hits. It's kind of does an explosion to enemies. I like to just go for gold bonuses, so screw it. It feels like a waste if you go in with a character that doesn't make much money, and then you get really far, then you've got like, 2,000 gold when you would have gotten a lot more. We can't invest in this, which is what I'd like to. We can't invest in this, which we need to, especially because it's nerfed and weaker now, so we need all the points in it to get the same effect as before, so they cut this in half. Except for apparently the pacifist and the die in one hit trait, which seem to give a lot more than they did before. But for regular traits, it's a lot less. See, capacity for the safe. I'm not sure I need that. I should spend at least some of this money. I don't have this yet. Chance to randomly find ore in breakables. Do I even want that? We have more ore than we can spend. How about reroll relics? Okay. Oh, it's a dead end. I was hoping it would unlock more stuff, but it did not. But at least we can do that. That was a pretty expensive one, so I guess those runs were worth it, if that's helpful. Still 333, except it's about to go up a bit. Wait. Why did... Okay, it keeps putting itself a no for some reason. I wasn't touching anything either time. 240 bonus gold for the safe. And we're back to not being able to attack. These are some of the not good types of runs. I'd like to go for just a regular bonus and play through the game, make a little progress. There's no way we're making progress with Pacifist. Or the die in one hit. Even though we are making decent money. Oh. Okay, relics. Reroll. Pandora's bargain, something's about to loan. No idea, let's get it. Until purified, any hit taken is fatal. Defeat 10 enemies to purify it, but then gain 50 resolve. So temporary one-hit death, except it's permanent because we're pacifist. That's wonderful. And I immediately died. I didn't see that thing. That was really anticlimactic. I was hoping I'd at least survive a room. Vampirism. I like this. You heal a lot, but 150% bonus damage is harsh. It makes it so a lot of the enemies just kill you in one hit anyways, which entirely negates the point of it. They really need to tone that down for it to be at all sensible. Like even a little bit sensible. It's not at all. The damage you take is not like equivalent to the healing that you get. It's a terrible trade-off. Okay, 40% compulsive gambling. That's new to me. 40% bonus. Why does it keep going to no? Is my mouse acting up? Is it? I don't... No idea what's going on. Not doing anything or making anything happen, except just then when I intentionally moved the mouse. But at first I wasn't, so maybe the controller's getting stuck, maybe they recalibrated dead zones in the settings with the update. I don't know. Anyways, so we have 900 gold. Not really enough to get anything. What was our trade again? I was so annoyed by that I forgot. Only chest drop gold and chest value swings wildly weird. Very weird. So this could be very profitable or not profitable at all. Let's find out. So Mandela Effect, Pikachu. There is also the VW symbol. A lot of people have always thought that the symbol for VW, the automobile manufacturer, has been a V and W that are connected in a circle, but actually they're separate, and they always have been. In none of their official branding have they ever been connected. I think. Let's see. No damage from spikes, that's nice. Eating meat at full health can increase max HP up to 30% bonus. That is nice also. But it requires getting meat, which... yeah, sure. And also being at full health, which... I don't know. It can happen. And we just did have it happen, but... now that we're actually looking for it, it'll become more rare. And we'll get hit more. I could probably get through this, but since I'm going for that thing... 273% bonus gold. Okay. I'm just gonna... yeah. So become a mage but gain 10% weapon damage. That's a terrible trade-off. Mages have terrible weapon damage even with a bonus. What is this spell? What? Damages enemies above you. Interesting. Honestly, this is not giving us very much gold. But maybe we'll find more chests and we'll really benefit. Oh hey, health. Alright. I'm starting to like this run. I think we might make it a while with this health bonus. That's way more than we usually have. 41 max HP, that's more than 10%, so I'll have to come back after one more meat. That's a really good find. The meat that I just got. I don't want to have to use it for the heal. Alright. Sorry, just focusing again. So most likely these things, especially the Berenstain Bears, are just nice issues with people's memory, not time travel or any of that. Or in some cases probably misprinted merchandise. Yeah, probably worthwhile. Now we have really, really high max HP. Yep, that was a waste, unless there's a chest in, there's not. Unless it's a secret chest, but I think those also show up. I could be wrong. I thought that would count for last second, but if you hit the shield at the last second, it'll fully counter the attacking you don't take any damage. So we do decent damage, we have lots of max health, although I have taken a lot of damage because I took the apple. So as for survival, I'm not too worried. But for making money, I don't know. Oh, hey, my spell. That's a good time to use it. It also apparently refreshes your ability, but this one's always ready, so... Alright, 2400, that's not bad for a run, and we've still got a long way to go. Oh, no mana. But we gain 10 every time we hit something. 1 gold piece. But yeah, in the case of the Berenstein Bears, I mean, people have tested it, just that if you ask, like, anyone, oh, what the name is, I didn't realize the 4 also had spikes, they'll probably say Berenstein, and then you show them the thing, and then ask them to write it down afterwards, and they'll still probably write Berenstein, even though they just saw Berenstain. A big part of that is likely due to the way it's written in cursive. And also because of Einstein's popularity in pop culture. Everyone knows who Einstein is, and that's spelled, you know, E-I-N. Okay, no longer gain gold, but 200% more XP. We're not really gaining a lot of gold. I could make this an experience run. Maybe come back here after I've already made at least, I don't know, 3,000-4,000? Nah. I mean, that's the whole point of this run, is we're going for the chests, so may as well. So know what this does. Kill 6 enemies, and then next enemy just immediately dies when you attack it. I don't know if that counts for bosses. Almost definitely not, because that would make the game too easy if you could use on bosses. At least that's what the devs would think. They always think the game's too easy, though. Because the most hardcore players will just play this all the time. The same for the original. This is a sequel. Just, you know, they'll play the heck out of it, so they're very, very good at it, and, you know, if you're not doing anything else, and of course this game's going to seem not that challenging, you know. You put in 1,000, 2,000 hours, and it's like, oh, the game needs to be harder to keep up with my level of skill, but that's not good for the people who've played, you know, less than 10 hours, let's say. Or even less than 100, you know, you've been at it for a fair while, but you're still not, you know, that skilled. Sorry, I keep saying you know a lot. I gotta stop saying those verbal buffers. I'll get used to it as I just speak more. Anyways, I don't know what this does, so let's grab it. 10% more magic damage per enemy defeated. Bonus lost when hit. That'd be good for a mage. I don't really do a lot of magic. That might help, though. I wouldn't have taken it if I knew what it was, though, because that's not worth the resolve. Defeat all enemies for this fairy chest, which is definitely just going to be these blood things, read into the name Timothy. We got 2,280 of them. Do I need more? Probably not. Because I think I've gotten everything actually worthwhile that you can get from the chests. Oh, there goes the damage bonus. Not that I cared. Yep, just these. Honestly, I don't even know what they're for, because I think they're supposed to be for runes in the rune shop, but I have not been able to spend any of them so far. Everything has just cost 0 of them. Same for the armor shop and those. Maybe they'll have upgrade options in the future and they'll cost these, but so far I haven't seen them. I should not go here yet. Since the only way to get gold is chests, I should check out other areas. Alright, what am I doing? There might be a chest near the end there. On the left, going into this room, it's always... I think this area is always the same, but there might be a chest nearby. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Did I get the boss room chests? I did, for the first boss. I've only defeated the first and second bosses. I'm about at the point where I should be fighting the third boss, but I haven't had a run that's like really good and positioned to do so. Like, I would not want to do it with this run, because we wouldn't get any gold from the boss, I think. Or if the gambling thing, like if it drops in the form of a chest, it could be like, 1% gold, or however this works. Although I think we'd have a decent chance of beating it, considering I'm doing 66 damage and have 449 max health. Defeat all enemies? Maybe. We might not have exhausted the fairy chests in this area, so it's worth a shot. Yep. I hate these things. They're kind of hard to see, and you can't damage them with regular attacks. There we go, that's just. Okay, what do we... Bounty rune. Do I jump? Oh, nice. We were already using that, so that might add a second level of it, and that might give us an opportunity to spend some of those red things. Up to 4215 gold, that's not bad at all, and we've got tons of extra health. But there's kind of a cap on this, given, chests. And how often they show up. But I think there's 2 in this room, so that's... I can't reach this. So 1 in this room. Alright, 4710. And then, if I can get this enemy up here, I could bounce off of it. I think they can go through this wood thing. Unless, I wonder, does he? Okay, because if I get to shoot at this angle, I could bounce off of that laser blast. If you attack in the red area, it'll shoot at you, as such, but you can bounce off it like that. But I don't think I have an angle on that. Oh, this guy's up here now. Come on, get over here, and then over here. And then over... Is that good enough? Might have been if I didn't mess it up. Yeah, screw it. I don't want to take all the damage I would take messing it up. So let's just... We've got a longer dash now, so we didn't have to... Ammonite weapon. Nice. That should be stronger than what I'm currently using. This is the Crescent weapon, which is, I think, just 1 upgrade lower. So I'd have to downstrike on that. Whoop, what? I wasn't within the sphere. On that glowing yellow thing there, and then that'd make them both shoot at me. But yeah, end up getting hit anyways though. Should not have demonstrated. Okay. Yep. The one on the left. Kill. Alright, now we're good. Oh, Oh, and they're even attacking at the same time. That's very helpful. 55-35. Nice. This turned out to be a lot better run than I thought it was going to be. And I would have dramatically more gold if that thing was at 80% like it's supposed to be instead of 40. There was a chest in there, okay. Well, let's see about going for it. Hit. Does it usually actually take 2 or 3 of these to kill, from what I've seen lately? Maybe they reduced their health with the update, or I've just gotten a little bit stronger and it's made the difference in, you know, the number of hits I need to do. Like if they've got 32 health and I was doing 15 damage, but now I'm up to 17. With a kickflip. Wait, what? The whole point is getting this chest. Is there a cracked wall here that I'm just not seeing? Yes, there is. It's just really hard to see because of the fog. Yeah, it's not much, but it's something. And we're up to 6480. Nice. I should still destroy stuff even though it doesn't have money because it can have food. Alright, come on. Alright, where am... What is... I think I need the double dash to reach the end of this, because even with the long dash, I still don't make it. But I don't know how or where I get that, so back to the entrance and then go right and up, I guess. We could go here. I just don't think there will be that many treasure chests there. But we have mostly cleaned this place out, so let's just go to the red area. Alright, according to OBS, I've still got 0 viewers or other such people attempting to interact. If anybody is here and it's lying to me, I am sorry for not responding to you. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I'm not aware of your presence or existence. Alright. These are those knives that I hate, but also they shoot lightning bolts as well. Slugs are just like the bats. They can't be harmed except with the jump attack. I can dash through those because they're now it's you couldn't always, but it's an upgrade. Yep, I meant to jump. Oh come on! I just did an enemy. You gotta do it a little longer with the slug. Also, why am I bothering to kill the slugs? We don't have chests here. I think this is just going to be nothing. This is where you get the Void Dash. For anybody who sees this and then plays it and then doesn't know how to get through it, you jump over here. You gotta make sure you actually jump and don't do like this, because that'll block you off, and I didn't understand how to get through them. Like, how do you get through this? Because it doesn't let you. And then it just jump and dash. Yeah, it's I felt dumb for not immediately figuring it out, but I just could not get it at first. Cause like, how do you get off of this? Cause it'll always be blocked off. So even if you go over here and try to do that, you can't because it'll be blocked. You can't get through it. But you jump. That's all there is to it. Alright, so enemies in this area do a lot of damage, especially relative to the amount of chests we're going to find. So it really is probably not the best idea to be here, but we found most of the other chests and we're at 7,875, which is not bad. This might be my most profitable run so far. If we reach 8K, it definitely will be. Okay, I like this. This is a really good room to find. Crit chance up 10%. Crit damage up 15%. But both the cost a lot of resolve, which reduces our max health. Then the apple, yes. I should probably take the healing one. I'm down a lot of health. Then middle room. If I was not streaming, I'd look through every single one of these books, because one of them will actually be lore, while the rest are, that was a decent amount of food, are just garbage. It just says, you know, I'll show you what it says real quick. They all say this. Dusty stones fill the shelves, nothing of value can be found. Oh, but it's the exact same one as last time. Okay. So, I may as well read it. A horrible tragedy has befallen us. The Nibiru deep mines have flooded with the poisonous Stygian waters. Dozens of miners have perished, including our brother Estuary Mehujael. The estuaries are the bosses. I don't know if that means we're not going to be fighting this Mehujael or whatever. But yeah, estuaries are bosses in this game. They're like the lords of the land or something. This is Estuary Enoch. I think he's the boss of this area. The Nibiru deep mines have been sealed and 100 days of mourning has been enacted. All mining operations now move to the upper Bashan lake bed. As you may remember from earlier, we warped there, but you can't do anything because it's not an area yet. They haven't built it. This is still an area access. Siphoning the waters of Bashan Lake into the Gihon Reservoir may be costly and complicated, but it is a small price to pay to honor the fallen. The entry continues, detailing the operation of draining Lake Bashan into the central reservoir. Alright, cool story, bro. That's a void slash, so I can dash through it now. Ah, that was... No, I meant to jump on him and then get over him. Puzzle challenge. Time limit 15. I don't... just guess, I guess. There's no time to try and... Okay, thanks. Oh, really rude. Very, very uncool. A lot of unnecessary damage. This room would not be worth it at all. We can't get anything out of those except, well, maybe food. If I'm careful about... Okay, yeah, no. Oh, that was close. I don't have a horizontal attacking spell. I could... I don't like that, but okay. Okay. These guys are still relatively new to me. I shouldn't have just jumped into this. That was a portent. That could have been an enemy. Time limit 10 and also don't get hit. I don't like that. Hello. Throwing your spear at me. Yep. Oh, I thought I was going to get sandwiched in between those two just then. come on. That one was a little dirty. This is an actual boss fight, but we now got 25 health, so it would not be wise to try it. I would die immediately. Okay, so fairy chest here. Purple's the starting area, I think. We might be able to get one more chest out of it. Two more. Okay. Okay. Just trying to think where to go. That would make some sense. Try to get these chests. Enemies in the starting area. We should be able to survive at least one hit now. What would be like the absolute ideal would be to find that relic that gives us 35% bonus money but kills us. Oh, that is dirty. That is really dirty. I had no opportunity to avoid that. It immediately hit me as I came out, but we gained a night level and a lot of money. Okay. What's the fibers? Super jump. I do like that. But he has no money bonus, and bonuses make all the difference. That would be decent, but nah, we'll go for the Valkyrie because money bonus. Map is revealed, but no position marker, so you just kind of have to figure out where you are yourself. So I'll go for this, even though it's majorly worse and costs all of our money. So we should get, what, that should have been 60%, not 55, from 40 to, in fact, it should be 61. Are you still out there? You're wrong. No, all I can do is stack them, but that doesn't mean it's easy to do. Stacking is a little more expensive with a capital E for extremely. Okay. So for 525, and now it costs the blood things, but we'd get 10% more gold. So yeah, that's our next goal: is survive with 2,500, or rather 2,400-ish, because we've got no, we do have 163 in the bank. Okay, so yeah, survive with 2437, 2337. Yes. Alright, that's not too bad. And you, what's new here? Ammonite weapon is worse, but gives us armor, which they made less useful, so I mean, that would be a downgrade. Sanguine Cape, we already had that. I don't know why it exclamation pointed. I need 4 Sanguine items, I think, to get anything from them, which I'm assuming when you get all 4 pieces, you'll recover 1 HP per kill or per hit. Per hit would probably be considered too good by the developers, so probably 1 per kill. We're already at 2 health per kill, so that'd bring us up to 3. Not sure if worth. Oh, and something else I've been thinking about lately. I found this YouTube channel that is really, really weird. It's called Lasagna Cat. A lot of you, well, assuming anybody ever actually watches this, might already know of it, but it's this channel that very weirdly, about 13 years ago, uploaded a ton of videos on the same day that they'd put a lot of effort into, and they were all making fun of Garfield. But what he would do in every video is start with a live-action recreation of a Garfield comic strip, in which I assume the main guy behind it dressed himself up as John Arbuckle, and some dude is in a terrible Garfield fursuit, and he's also got one for Odie. If you don't know who Garfield and Odie are, well, just look up Garfield. I don't know how you missed out from popular culture. Like, everybody knows who Garfield is. Even if it's not an amazing comic, everybody knows it. Brand recognition, you know? Yeah, War Drum's probably worth it. Alright. 5% damage boost. That's not bad at all for pretty much nothing in trade. These portraits we don't have to worry about. It's not until the red area that they can come alive. Anyway, so it starts out with a live action recreation of a Garfield comic strip that ends with obvious sarcastic canned laughter and applause. And then it goes into the meat of each video, the main part, wherein it's just a very, very exaggerated version of what happened in the comic strip. For example, there's one in which John's holding up a picture frame that he'd bought, and Odie's standing behind it. And Garfield screams because for a second he thinks it's a mirror, and you know, it'd be horrible for him to be Odie because he hates Odie. Insane damage, but 2-second cooldown. You know what? I'm gonna take it. This is as fast as we can attack. But that damage we stacked with the war drum, so that's a lot of damage. Did that room have a... Oh, right, with the cartographer. So I can't just check my map to know where I am. I was thinking, was this a down? It is. But it's probably, yep, that. Anyways. So, Garfield screams, thinking for a second that he's Odie in a mirror, but then he's realizes it's just a wooden frame. Then they do, you know, the weird live action. Oh, but it affects these two. That's kind of annoying. Like, I can handle it for combat, but for breaking stuff, that's annoying. Max health? Yeah, probably max health. I don't think that counts for the war drum. So they do the dumb live action thing, have him, like, you know, have Garfield scream. Can't see the rune check if it's a chest. There's too many enemies here. If I knew for sure it was a boss, I'd probably go for it, but if it's an enemy's form, I'm done. So... Does it put my ability on? No, it's just ability ready when the attack. Okay, anyways. So then it goes into this whole short video. It's about, what, 5-6 minutes? About the guy in the Garfield suit having an identity crisis. He's screaming, "I thought I was a dog! I thought I was a dog!" And John's getting arrested or something. And just way overly dramatic. And it's made in the style of like an old movie from the 80s, I want to say. Maybe even 70s. And they do this lengthy part where the guy in the Odie suit and the guy in the Garfield suit are driving, which really seems unsafe. Because it doesn't look like they can see very well in those. Anyways, he just has this whole big meltdown and major dramatic moment, just really belaboring the point for many minutes. And then it ends on a picture of Jim Davis, the author of Garfield. And that's kind of what they're all like. They start with a live action recreation of a Garfield comic strip to the sarcastic canned laughter, and then just the really overdramatic and overdone live action exaggeration of the webcomic. And some of them go on for a really long time. One of them is an hour long, and it's just this guy, this actor. Maybe he's someone famous and I just didn't recognize him. But he's an actor, and he goes on for an entire hour about how the Garfield strip just changed his life because it was just the peak of comedy, and nothing he would see from that point on would ever be as funny or interesting or important as that one comic strip. And then, well, this one was actually after, but after posting the initial videos, there were probably like a dozen, just all in one day. The channel disappeared for about 8 years, and then just came back, posted that hour-long video, and then posted a really dramatic video about a phone number, and they told people to call this number, and it would be an answering machine, and they should leave their name and number of sexual partners. And it seemed like just another one of their weird videos at first, but then they posted the results video for the number they'd set up. It was a real thing. You'd call it and it'd be like, this is the Lasagna Cat number. Leave your name and number of sexual partners. And anyway, so they posted the results. But not just the results. It was an about 5-hour long video. It starts with John, or the live action guy who does John in the part where they make fun of the comic strips. Starts with him answering the door because the doorbell has been rung. Or knocked at, I don't remember which, doesn't matter. And then when he answers the door, it's just a mannequin. And then they play the voicemail of a person who left the message about their name and sexual partners. And they did not edit out people who said a bunch of other stuff. Most of the people involved just said what they were told to, but some just really embellished on it. Sorry, let me do this journal, I guess, first. From Z. I've been gathering more and more people, Jay. People like us. People are sick of living down here. There's an heirloom in the Citadel that grants people amazing powers. Powers let you dash through the air just like you're flying. We already have that one. I've been sneaking into recruits to gain this power. Only if you are strong enough to survive the heirlooms challenge. If you help train them, there could be so many more, Jay. You could be a difference. Something big's happening, Jay. If people have had enough and the anger is going into the streets, war's coming at yourself with your earth. That's when it happens. Z. I expect that because we've already read this one. I'm pretty sure it was like one of the first entries. I can swear we've already read it. I'm just telling you about the Dash Relic, which we have had for a very long time. It also doesn't tell you anything important about it, like, where you get it or how to use it, but, I mean, it's one or two buttons. I have it set up for 2 button, so even if I'm facing this way, I can dash backwards. Whereas with 1 button, it only goes, I think, where you're facing or where you've moved. You can only press RT. With this, you can do LT or RT, and then, right or left. Nope. Can't attack. Anyways, so, John answers the door, and there's someone answering the voicemail, and then, I think there might be canned laughter at the end of each one. Then it goes back to the setup of the scene. There's a newspaper, and then this time it's Garfield. And Garfield goes and answers the door. Oh, right. Each time they say, "Who is it?" And then what? I must mirror the. Oh, for near this way. Up. Come on. Okay. Wait, why am I trapped here? Right? Okay. Okay, that would have taken me more than 10 seconds anyways. That's... Like, even going through as fast as possible, I'm not sure I would have had enough time. Anyways. So, there's the knock at the door, and then Odie or Garfield, Odie just responds by saying, "Bark, bark, 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 bark." Usually in the number of syllables in the name. Then they answer the door after saying, "Who is it?" And then the person gives their name, sexual partners, and whatever other crazy nonsense they had to say. Some of them have quite a lot of crazy nonsense to say. I don't know if they were actual callers who were just really weird, or if it was scripted. It really could be either way with that channel. And then, after getting through all of their callers, no jumping to stroll. No, this is another one of these. It's just, you can't do it. Unless there's like a diagonal jump, it's just not happening. Anyways, after they get through everybody, then John answers the door to himself. And he says, "John Arbuckle 2. And then he laughs and says, "Haha, John Arbuckle 0. Even though he also is John Arbuckle. And I don't know if that's supposed to mean like throughout the comic strip, John had 2 girlfriends. I remember him having a girlfriend at some point. Anyways, so laughs at him, shuts the door in his face, and he's suddenly very old. Perhaps as old as the comic strip itself. It started in like the 70s. So... What? That should have shot at me like here and then I would have jumped over it. That's weird. Anyway, so he's quite old all of a sudden, and he sees inside the house a regular orange cat. And he's just sad and dejected and walks away. And he's at a bus stop. And he sees a couple people who look exactly like the mannequins we've been seeing all video. And they leave behind a briefcase and, well, I was going to say walk away, but one of them walks away, the other's in a wheelchair. So he goes over and picks up the briefcase, takes it with him. This is where the third boss fight is, but you need 2 keys to open this door, and I don't think I can reach the keys. Usually you have to be a ranger to get them, but some items will let you reach them too. I think actually 3 spawn in case you can't reach one of them, but I'm pretty sure we won't be able to get in. Maybe we'll try, we'll see. Anyways. So we would be at this room right here with the red skull and the crown. We'll go over here for the chest. Anyways, so John picks up this briefcase, takes it with him, he opens it, and inside is a, like, dried out, almost mummified, like mummified without bandages, orange cat, like Garfield. And then this dead cat seems to be following him everywhere. It even begins to float in the air creepily, and just generally be weird and scary. And then, oh, and as this goes on, some quotes from Jim Davis are playing, just like I think about how good Garfield is, the comic strip. He kind of toots his own horn because the whole thing is about making fun of Garfield and the creator's attitude of thinking it's way more amazing than it is. And eventually, the scene changes to John climbing a mountain, listening to these not very inspirational quotes. And at the top of the mountain, he encounters a man who has painted his body to look like Garfield's fur. He looks kind of like a shaman. Also, he is completely naked with his dong completely visible. So that's great. Anyways, Garfield Man comes up to John after an extended amount of time in which it's just weird and uncomfortable. And he just whispers into his ear, not like words or anything, just kind of a noise. It's kind of like a ha. And then he touches John, and John just kind of falls apart into a pile of worms and dirt. And Garfield Man picks up, put on a spell, reduce resolve. Nah, I'd like to pick up another rock, increase our damage. I'm not really doing much of the magic. I haven't been using it. I probably should be, but I just haven't been. So no on that. Anyways, yep, great. So he picks up the worms and the dirt. And the scene fades again to a girl. She seems to be at probably a Catholic school. She's wearing a uniform. A young teenage girl, probably 15, 16-ish. The actor's probably at least 18, but, I think the character's supposed to be that young. And she's giving birth in a bathroom stall, and it is very unpleasant. They really show way more than they should have, even if it's not real. It's just really too much detail, like with before, with the guy having his dick out, as if it's a thing to do. Okay, I don't want to test every single one of these portraits. We're just gonna go. Anyway, so they show too much with her giving birth, and then have her speaking Polish. If you turn on the subtitles, you can understand what she's saying. It's something about how she's cursed, and it's an eternal cycle, and her soul will be vomited forever and ever. And then she leaves, and you see what's left behind was a baby wearing John's clothes and an orange cat. And then that's the end. It is deeply gross and weird. And it's by far the longest video. I should probably take the heal, even though I want the more max health. Maybe I should actually take it later, because it'll heal more. So if that same journal is in the same place, it should be this one. Okay, we'll read the journal real quick. Enix notes, converting the Pishon relic into the new mining camp has been met with additional complications. The black roots have aggressively spread through the camp and have made their way into the Citadel. Monsters have also begun to make their way into the Citadel, which is causing development to grind to a halt. Every miner now requires a guard to escort them through the halls, but we need production to continue. It looks like I'll have to divert my energies away from the fruit and focus on this annoyance for the time being. Okay, cool story. And this room, let's see what we got. Ooh, I like that a lot. We'll lose some max health, but when I die, I recover a lot of health. Whereas this is... Opening chest gives health back. That's interesting. You've, I think, got a lot of chests left, so... Dangerous, I'm gonna take this one. When that's a relic, so we gain damage. That book there just explains how relics work. And then, this is still a hard choice. Does it affect my... No, my relic thingamajig. That's a lot of damage, though. I think I should save this for a heal. I can still take 30 damage. But then again, we get hit hard, so screw it, I'll take it. Alright, that'll help us survive, because we've got a lot of money. And then we'll be in the room that is... I think it's this square here. No, that... Maybe. Let's see if there's two chests to the right. That would... No. No, that's not where we are. It's a room that ends with a chest on the right. Okay, so we're here at the purple question mark that's in a series of 3, the bottom one. Okay. Alright, we can probably get this. What do we got? Scholar Cape 1. Again, I don't know for sure what that does. Adding 1 to our current gear. It should allow me to upgrade it like we can with the rune, but I really don't know for sure. Oh, interesting. That would have been good to know, so I could have taken that later. But now, yeah, I'll do it. Up to 300 HP. Uh-oh. Anything that doesn't die in one hit is a little bit of a problem. But my Y attack also does a little bit of damage, so that's good. Yep. Didn't mean to dash that far. That's probably not happening. Did it? Quenching Rune. Restore all summer time, drink a potion. That's not really worthwhile, but I think we gained some health, so hey. Alright. 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 Yeah, alright. Okay, so I should probably try to get back to this room because I know there's a chest here. I could honestly probably just reach that, but it's this. And then to get back over, it's the second one. Okay. So, Lasagna Cat, that last video was real weird. And I think it's the last thing the channel ever uploaded, and that was at least 4 years ago. Also, it's deeply disturbing. I do not recommend actually watching it. What with the penis and the birth and all. And just the general insanity of it. Hey. Oh. I can't use... I was going to use Y to, block the projectiles. When you do, it automatically, comes off cooldown. But then I press it, nothing happened, and I got hit. Because I'm a dumb and didn't realize that it was still on cooldown. But yeah, it is extraordinary. The lengths that man was willing to go to, or group of people, I would assume at least 3. 1 to be Odie, 1 to be Gofreld, and 1 to be John, unless it was him in all 3 outfits. I honestly don't know. But the extent one person or a small group were willing to go just to say Garfield's not that funny. That is some true dedication. Although my favorite one of his videos would probably be the one where they reference Final Fantasy VI. I don't remember what the comic strip joke was, but after they do the reenactment of the strip part, danger. We're very close to dying, but we've almost made 10,000. I want to reach 10,000. We did it. Nice. Anyways. So what did... Oh, I didn't see a thing. We made 10,000, so it's still worthwhile. And we gained at least one level, maybe two. Maybe three? Almost three. Nice. Anyways, so they do this Final Fantasy VI mock battle where John attacks Garfield with Mondays, which summons a calendar, and all the Mondays from it jump off and do a bunch of damage to him and knock him out. But on Garfield's side is also Lasagna, which casts Merton for some reason. Merton, M-E-R-T-O-N, which, if I remember right, was just like a fire spell or something from Final Fantasy VI. Then that defeats Odie and John, and since it's the Lasagna casting a spell, it revives Garfield, and they win the battle, and Garfield does a really dumb dance, and it says something like 1 unfunny joke gained, 4 awards gained, and then Jim Davis joins the party, and they go to their party editing menu and go to skills, and then click on Jim Davis, and it makes the error noise, and they keep trying to, skills, Jim Davis, error. It's a not so subtle way of pointing out that they think that Jim Davis has no skill. I thought that was pretty clever. And just the amount of time, effort, and probably money that went into making the video, making all of them, is just incredible. Amazing. It's just... I keep saying incredible probably, because that's my go-to word for it, but that just is the word for it, because, it means it's hard to believe, but also impressive, and that really is what it is. Lasagna Cat. So, maybe watch them. Be prepared for weirdness, especially in the 5-hour-long video. And the end. It's kind of gross, but it was something. It was an experience. Anyway, so Cartographer and Catalyst. So status effect applies, his spell applies burn, so if I burn them and then attack the enemy, and it's a really strong spell, 8 times damage if it bounces. I think it used to gain damage with each bounce, so you try and bounce off walls as much as possible, but still, that's real nice. But it's a mage, Cartographer, 45. Let's go for it, I guess. And we can go for... No. We're just short of the last... Oh, that's painful. That is painful. It's probably the most expensive upgrade out of the ones that I actually need for now. Ugh, all I can do is invest in this, and then it's like maybe a power upgrade. Oh wait, we had things to buy over here, don't we? Right, so the bounty room, that's 10% more gold. That's good. And but can we hold it? We can't hold it. What can I drop? We need everything we have, don't we? Cool. How about armor? That's so disappointing. At the end of a run, it went so well, and we were just short. Eh. I think it was Scholar Helm, one that we found we already had, the original. Okay, so there's upgrade for something we already have, and then it would cost 400 and 200. That's not bad. Alright, and oh, we're equipped with the leather helm even, so 1 vitality? Yeah, I guess that's worthwhile. Okay. Something. And then are we just going to invest the rest of this? I think we might. Giving Karen gold also gets us bonuses. Let's see. Get him. So 6,000 away from gaining 1 more to all stats. And by all stats, I'm not sure it really means everything, because last time we upgraded, I noticed something that didn't go up, but I don't remember what it is. Okay, screw it. He gets... And we have about 1,000 in storage. Oof, after such a good run, it kind of feels bad to be starting over, especially when we didn't get what we needed. Alright, so we're a mage. What's my thing again? Map is revealed, and bonus damage if I burn them first. Yes. Okay, so we're here. There's a chest at the top. Hey. Yeah, Lasagna Cat is quite the trip. Quite the weird experience. But worth it though. It's very, very funny. Unlike Garfield, but now Garfield it's fine. It's not a hilarious comic strip, but it's like, oh hey, it's Garfield. See it in the newspaper or whatever, and it's just like, yep, that sure is a Garfield comic, and maybe it'll give you a slight chuckle if it's a really good one. But both Jim Davis and I think the company's called like Paws Inc. or something, the company that holds the rights to Garfield, both act like it's just the most hilarious thing ever made, and Jim Davis is the most brilliant writer who has ever been born. It's just like, chill out, man. It's a slightly funny comic strip rather. Interesting. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's do that. I don't like mages and the way they attack. So now we're a knight with good spells. Wasn't I like going for something specific? Right, to get enough for the bounty rune upgrade. but then I can't equip it, so I guess what I really need is enough money for more runes, but that would also increase the price of that really expensive thing, so ideally we go up to at least 10,000 or 11,000 to make sure we can afford that thing, and I don't know if we can even get that much. Sorry if I've been not loud enough. I keep accidentally moving away from my microphone because my setup's a little different than it usually is. I need to put my microphone on the stand so I can just like move it closer to my face rather than having to sit leaning into it, because this is not a comfortable way to sit, especially for hours on end. And I have the adjustable arm and everything. I've just been too lazy to set it. What happened if I get 2 of these? Worth a try. Anyways, I was saying about Garfield. Yeah, it's Garfield. So let's see, 72, and then, well, I won't be able to tell because she immediately died. So I normally hit everything for 72. I'm gonna need to find a high health enemy to test the thing with. Probably in a different area. But one of my favorite things is Garfield minus Garfield. It's a website. I think there's just like a subreddit for it now, which is probably an easier way to do it, where some dude edits Garfield out of every Garfield comic strip and then just then reposts them. And it turns this Garfield into an actually very funny comic strip in which John is just an absolute lunatic. Just making a bunch of crazy faces for no reason, or talking to himself, laughing about nothing, just reacting to just empty space. It doesn't make a lot of sense to describe, but just you look it up and you see a couple of them and it makes a lot of sense. In my opinion, it's very, very funny. Much funnier than the original. Although as far as I'm aware, I think Jim Davis is aware of it and allows it to continue. He might even think it's funny himself. He seems like actually a pretty chill guy. But then I don't know very much about him. I don't know. Maybe he is as egotistical as Lasagna Cat makes him out to be. Or maybe not. I mean, he has seemed that way in the... I've seen one video of him in which he's kind of tooting his own horn about Garfield. That... Let's... Yeah, that's probably 40% higher. Okay, so... yep. So I brought up Garfield minus Garfield. Very funny. Recommend checking it out. And there's... Ooh. This... It says fairy chests plural, but it only works for one. But it allows you to open a fairy chest you failed, so that's very, very good. Whereas Hyperion's Ring revives us. That is a hard choice. I will look for a fairy chest try to open it, and then when I inevitably fail, I'll come back for the key. Where am I with the cartographer? It's hard to tell. I came in there and then went up and left up and then up one more. Okay, this room's not quite how it appears on the map, but then we should be in the room with the chest. That's one to the left of the boss room. And then the fairy chest will be 2 up and then the upper left. Crescent Cape. Okay, that would match my crescent weapon, but it's not enough for a unity bonus. Sorry, I'm kind of focusing more in this area. It's difficult. These guys will explode when you come near them. And he's not gone, he's just asleep, so he'll keep doing that. Are we not? Okay, so 1 up from here should be fairy chest. Yep. If you're in that red circle, you take a ton of damage. Let's see if I could... Nope. I was trying not to... Oh, but I actually did manage the angle. I was trying to cancel it by dashing, but I figured if I go with the button on the spell would fire anyway, and it did. And then I accidentally hit it again. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, there was no way. Alright. It may be worthwhile to go get that key. It's just that way. We'll take a lot of damage picking it up, though. Not sure I should have started this fight. It's not necessarily damage I take, just a lot lower max health. So I won't die, it's just not good for the run in general. So it should be one of the last things I do, but I won't know when I'm near one of the last things I do, because these guys, honestly at this point, they probably one hit kill me. Or almost, I think they do 90. I've got 120. I could probably get through this. I don't know really how to time this, because... Okay. That was honestly just luck. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay, if I'm careful to avoid traps, I think I've cleared the path. Okay, we'll do it. 53 out of 140. So it doesn't adjust your current health, which is good. I was worried it would, or just like take it out of my current health and just kill me. So it's good to know. It was this way, I think. Yeah. I think the spikes would kill me at this point too. Oh, and these are still gonna go off, huh? Okay. What do we got? Amplification rune. And increases duration of status effects. That was not worthwhile. we don't have enough rune points to even get what we, need. We don't have any extra for extra stuff like that. Okay, can I bounce that into Hamlet's? With that close. How about nope. Just gonna fire the bee, give him some of that. Huh, that seemed like maybe it's just me, but that seemed like more of a scene transition than needed. Oh goodness. This area. It's dangerous. Real dangerous. Oh, come on. I didn't think he'd just boldly shoot right at me with no pretense. I knew that was going to happen like a second before it did, and I didn't get out of the way because I'm stupid. We got intelligence plus 1% though, and 5,600 gold. Okay. Okay, gunslinger. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, alright. We haven't done a gunslinger yet today, I think. These are kind of fun. Alright, what can we afford? So I think I wanted... I don't want that to go any higher, but... Max rune weight. I can invest in one of these, I guess. And then... Just find anything unbreakable. It's not worth the investment because it'll increase the cost of everything else to go for this or this one. And this one increases damage from criticals. We don't get enough criticals to increase their damage. Like, if I get this all the way up, then that'll be worthwhile, but that's going to be a long, long time. I want to go for this first and foremost. And then invest in these two as much as I can. Get an experience boost, get some more strength boosts. And then maybe go for dexterity and improved. And of course we could use some health. Restore health and mana when entering a boss chamber. That's so rarely useful, that should probably just cost less, because like, you don't have many chances to use that. You can't refight bosses, at least as of yet. So it's a one-shot deal. Anyways. So that might be like the last thing we really upgrade. I'm going to put a point in this just so we can build in this direction, but it also may very well just be nothing and a waste. Because spell crit chance, that's horribly useless. But let's take risk. Okay, damage from magic criticals. Wow, that, yeah. Even though it's not a dead end, it's still useless. Alright, and this is now 10,000. Oh, it didn't go up much. 10,460. Alright. Anyway, so the way these guys work, they fire very fast, but then they run out of ammo. So you have to reload. The sunglasses mean that my int is providing a slight bonus to my damage, but by slight bonus we mean like 1 damage. 21, whereas it's normally... Oh, 20... Oh, wait. What? 13? Why do I have so much int? That... Maybe they changed it today. Because I've been playing Gunslingers for most of the day, and I was doing about 15 to 17 damage, and then during this time, it would go up by 1. So either I've gained a lot of int, or they reworked it. I think they reworked it. I could be wrong, though. I don't think I am. Like 90% sure. It was doing more damage on regular shots and less damage on the stylish shots, which I'm not sure how I feel about. Right, so I was talking about Garfield minus Garfield's. What else about it? There was one other Garfield I think that's interesting. Oh, there's I'm Sorry John. I think that's got its own subreddit too, which is just a really creepy version of Garfield where they turn him into an eldritch horror, like something you'd see in a, well, rather read about in an H.P. Lovecraft novel. They usually involve just some horrific depiction of a monstrous Garfield, and then John's nearby trying and probably failing to hide from the monster Garfield. And he says something along the lines of, I'm sorry, John. And something weird about lasagna or Odie or eating all of humanity or something like that. Depends on, the one. Lots of people have made them by now. And I keep thinking there's something more I want to say about that, but every time I start to turn it from a thought into a word, I keep losing the thought. So I'm just kind of sitting here saying nothing because I'm trying to say it and then forgetting what I'm trying to say. And now it's just, I don't remember anymore. There's something about Garfield, not Garfield Mask Garfield, I'm Sorry John, Garfield creepypastas. Right, he's a Lovecraftian horror. I was going to say I've never read any of H.P. Lovecraft's works, even though I have a book that is a compilation of most, if not everything, that he's ever written. And I really need to sit down and read it at some point because it's this nice hardback book. It was like $15 or $20 at Barnes and Noble. It's not anything special. It's just kind of nice. If I ever intend to read the Lovecraft books and or short stories. Because I know about Cthulhu and Nyarlathotep and The Watcher Beyond the Walls, if that was one of his or just, I don't know if that was just like based on his works. Zalgo text. Google that if you don't know what that is. I'm not entirely sure what that is, whether it's just like a jokey reference or if it's actually one of his things. But yeah, Cthulhu's become a part of pop culture, just like Garfield. And Eldritch horror is just the idea of them in general. And apparently, H.P. Lovecraft was kind of racist. Maybe very much. Not, the times back then, people were a lot more racist than now. People would just openly say the N-word without fear of consequences. Point is, he named his cat, I think it's N-word man, but not N-word, the actual word. That's what he named his cat. So, yeah, probably kind of racist. This is very interesting for this weapon. I'm gonna take it. But you see, now reload takes forever, but it doesn't have a delay on shooting. So, Maybe I should have said those in the opposite order. So this is now very strong with a very long cooldown. Let's just go to the green area. I'm not 100% sure my stream is picking up the sound from this game. I was having audio issues last time too, but I fixed that issue, and now we may be having another one. I've noticed my audio mixer is not responding to the game's audio, even though it absolutely should be. So that's great. It's stuff like that that's just really starting to demoralize me about this. And how there have probably been some quality drops, even though I'm broadcasting in the highest quality I can be. And my internet's not bad. It has no real reason to stream in low quality, but it just kind of does most of the time. And that killed my hopes for streaming Monster Hunter. I really, really wanted to do Monster Hunter, whatever the upcoming one is called, the one for Switch. I was gonna stream my entirety of playing that, but when I went to do the demo, it looks really bad on my stream. Just the quality is unacceptably horrible, and I hate that. So I was really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Monster Hunter Rise, and I'm probably going to try and play it, except it also comes, what? Oh, it's a hole. That's not cool. Just lost all that money. Anyways, comes out in the same window as two of the games I wanted to play on this channel as well. I was going to just alternate between the three. So now I'm going to have to alternate between two games and just not streaming, I guess. With the Binding of Isaac's DLC, Monster Trains DLC, and then that game. Those are the three. I'm going to try and be a lot more consistent about streaming when the Isaac DLC drops. I think it comes out first, or no, Monster Train comes out first. So when that happens, I'll try not to, go 27 days without streaming. I'll be playing those two games, Isaac and Monster Train, probably the entire time. Maybe if I can get it figured out, I'll do some Monster Hunter, but it's probably just not gonna work right. And I hate that because I've got the desire to do it, I've got the equipment to do it. I should have the internet to do it, but just this is the only place where my internet fails me. It downloads fine, I guess. It's not amazing, but one game usually takes about 5 to 8 hours. Which isn't wonderful, but it's enough. And I figured it would be enough for streaming, but it's not really with the higher intensity titles. I mean, even this game is probably giving it trouble. I wasn't able to check the quality of the stream before I started today. If I had done that, I would have gotten at least another half hour late start, and I'm already at least 4 hours beyond when I wanted to start. I had a lot that I need to do today. Oh, come on. That is a ridiculously long time. Oh, the one thing this guy can do is float indefinitely. As long as you hold the attack, he can't do it from if you try and start from 0. But continuing into 0, he stays airborne forever. I would not be surprised if they nerf this later. Because I'm sure they'll think, oh, people will find some way to exploit this and make it actually useful. Instead of just this quirky thing he does. Because they don't want anything to be good. These developers, they want you to have a rough time every time. And at a certain point, it gets tiring. Just like, I want to make progress. I don't want to spend 12 hours so I can buy one upgrade from the shop, you know? And I have to buy like 5 or 6 upgrades before I think I'll really be able to handle the boss, so gotta play for a whole week. I could probably reach that key. That flower is the key to the boss room. I thought it might be safe there. Ammonite Cape, okay. Goes with the Ammonite Sword I found earlier, which gave us some armor, which is not good on a weapon, especially now that they've nerfed armor. Every hit you take reduces your armor. So in 6 hits I'd lose all of mine, even though I probably won't survive 6 hits. Now 5, 4, so every time I get hit, my armor goes down, which, yeah, just, it doesn't need to do that. It's already pretty low. You can't get it very high, as far as I can tell. And they capped it at 40% of an attack's damage anyways, so why even bother doing this? Like, the only people who might be able to exploit it are people who are just no-lifing this game. Just, you know, doing nothing else but playing it. It's to the point where the upgrades cost like 100,000 each, but they're going out and getting 200,000 every run. Those are not possible numbers, but yeah, I'm just saying. You know, they're concerned that those people are overperforming, but of course they are. They're supposed to. Alright, so, no, hey, not cool. So I might run out of armor after all. I didn't think I'd survive long enough, but it's probably gonna happen. I'm not really sure what my goal is right now, aside from just make money. Because I don't think I'll be able to handle the boss fight like this. This is really good for room clearing. I'm killing enemies very well, but the bosses, I imagine I won't have a chance to stand around for like 10 seconds to reload. You can do it while jumping, but not dashing or doing anything else. Like if I have to do this, I'm screwed. I mean, just don't attack or anything. Oh, that's, oh. I see. Oh, I see. That's actually, I can do that. Okay. Okay, that's pretty easy actually. Dash rune. Preview rune and gain additional air dash. Okay, now that would let us reach that weird place that I keep jumping into. Oh, there's probably nothing there, just like a sign like, oh, we'll add more here later in a later update. But still, that'd be nice. Even though we can't equip anything because we don't have enough rune weight. I think I need to level up one of the classes for that, but I don't remember which one. Or maybe all of them. Maybe each one adds a little bit to it. I don't remember exactly how it works. So if I was a ranger, I could probably reach that. As is, I cannot get to that key. We found one other that I remember. Do I need? Unknown memory, she won't see anybody, she doesn't live at the conservatory in months, you just stop wasting your time. Exterior Nama, I won't open the door, that's this boss. So an opening, she has two-way volleyballs, no need to find, but there's the keys to leave the valley. May as well. We've got almost 6k, we're doing alright. We might just be able, thanks to that heal. This is probably one of the skis. So, okay. We've got one unreachable key, one probably reachable key, and one definitely reachable key. I could maybe take on this boss, but I just don't think I can do that during the boss fight. So I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not with this one, even though we have the opportunity. Let's just go and try to get that 11,000 that we need. This will probably be our last run for today, so, you know, go big or go home. So we are getting a 60% increase, even though it says only 55. Nope. On the big ones it's 55, but on the individual coins it rounds up to 60. Oh, that was really close. I've still got 20 bullets, so okay, these ones come back down. Hello. That's probably also an enemy. Yep. Should probably have shot the chest too, because in this place there are mimics. Although the map tells you. Oh, come on, I hit it. Very uncool. So yeah, I've kind of run out of things to say for now. Ooh, interesting. Those rooms could be massively profitable, except no, they don't give money. They give the ore for the blacksmith, which I'm pretty good on for now. But yeah, I've exhausted the topics I kind of want to talk about for right now, and I'm focusing on the gameplay, which hopefully is punctuated by the game's actual music and sounds and such. It doesn't seem to be from my audio mixer for unknown reasons, but maybe it's just displaying wrong, as it does sometimes. I usually try to check that sort of thing before I start streaming, but I just didn't really have the time for it today. Let's see, is that... No, it's not a safe spot. I'm trying to think of where I can be to attack it. How about here? That kind of worked. Okay, okay. Those ones don't penetrate. I'm kind of close to death, but also a little close to 10,000. Our goal is 11 though, isn't it? I really don't know if I'll make it. Okay, what's up with this slope? Do I slide down it if I... Okay, no, it's just a place. Alright, that's not so bad. I don't have that trait with yeah, full mana, so I can expend if I get hit. It's back to full. I should probably have been using my spell. I should probably have been using my spell this whole time. I couldn't stop stuttering at the word spell. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to attack him in time. And he pulled a sneaky move anyways. See? I've said before, these guys are pretty much impossible to predict. I didn't think he'd be able to hit me at all there. I'm not going for that. We're kind of running out of castle here, and I've not got enough money. So it'd be nice if they didn't nerf the money gain today. Or whenever they did actually update, and I just got it today. Okay, so we can't attack that in here. That is an additional problem. Hey. Blue fire goes through everything. So if I do this, and then that... Oh, come on. Gotta get a rest every once in a while. If I'm careful, I could probably knock out the slug right here, but I don't want to risk that. Okay, run, go, go, go. Yeah, I couldn't see his bullet, so wanted to err on the side of caution. I can't do anything in here. That was dangerous. Shooting holds you in place, so Spike very nearly got me. Oh, what's this? Nice. What? He's not attacking, that's... Okay, weird. That was a bug, but I guess we're gonna be fine. Very nearly did that wrong, walked into it and died. That was close. Very nice. Damage burns enemies, we've got enough for it. Or when take damage, additional vulnerable. Actually, maybe we'll take both. That's... Yeah. Oh wait, no, you can only take one. That's right. Whoops. Okay. I was just thinking about the resolve cost, but yeah, it's good. It's fine. So this journal has new words. Enix notes. The Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is a type of fungus that attacks insects, infecting the host brain with their spores. From there, spores stay within its neural functions. When the insect dies, flings burst out from its carcass, spreading spores onto the bodies of unwitting hosts. I think that's a real thing. I'm not sure that's the real name of it, but yeah, there's this. I mean, it's what The Last of Us was based on, kind of. There's this mushroom that takes over the insects that I think the ones that eat it, and then takes takes over their body from within, kind of controls their mind, turns them into zombies, and has them attack their own kind. And I think it does something clever, like sets traps for them, like acts like it's in danger, or just tries to call over others of its species, and then infects them with a bunch of spores. It's pretty interesting, but its potential to evolve into controlling anything more complex than an ant is very unlikely, I think. I don't think it'll ever be like The Last of Us at all. Alright, so the black crystal acts as a surrender with the risk being the fungus and the monsters its spores. If this analogy is apt, it would stand to reason that the monster's sole purpose is to gather more bodies for hosts. Is that why they're attacking us? But why has it become aggressive now? I can't help but feel this is connected to the new era deep mines flooding. Okay, so maybe the whole reason for all of this is roots taking over the minds of monsters. Sure, I guess. And I think those roots are the same that we see throughout the levels, where you destroy them and then they regrow when you leave the room. Because some of the other entries sounded like they were referring to that. I should maybe clear that room out more for more gold. It's just, it's a little tedious. And we're not getting anything so far. But yeah, I should. We're hoarding gold. We gotta get about 2,300 more, which is not bad. I can't attack the slug because of the ceiling. Okay. I'm gonna reload first. Okay, this is... Oof. Surprised I didn't get hit there. My damage output is crazy, though. I could, If we reach our goal, I'll try to get a boss fight. Either this one, or the Area 2 boss. My damage output is insane, but my downtime is also very insane. Do I have a large unexplored area? Sun Tower entrance. Did they add the Sun Tower as an area? No. Then why does it have an up? Hold on. Look, under construction. Yeah. How would I even go up? Weird that has an exit that way. Yeah, it's probably an entrance from the red area. Okay, Access Mundi. This is Pizza Palace. An area I assume will have something to do with Pizza Girl in the future. She does not currently have any lines or anything, or really any function aside from selling you warp points. I haven't bought the one for this area, but you don't need it. There's really no reason to come back here once you've cleared the area. Rude. Yeah, these blackthorns that I just shot, those may be the ones that they're talking about in the diary. Okay, a little over 1,000 is our goal. And We've got plenty of health. Then if we're still doing good by the time we make that, I'll try to go for a boss. We can send you these chests because they're not mimics, we know for sure. Uh, 8 shots, yep. There's a counter on the gun in the top left. My gaming instincts want me to, they cause me to want to reload every time I fire a shot, but the reload time is very high, so yeah, not gonna do that. Like, I want to reload right now, or right after I killed that enemy I wanted to, but gotta hold out. We're about there. As for the actual cost, I still think, like 200 short. But I want to get to 11,000 just to be sure. I wasn't expecting this run to go on for so long. This is weirdly successful. I'm real glad we got this upgrade. Okay, now I'm in a wee bit of a pickle, because, yeah, I knew that was a hole. Ah, hammer. So they can attack in the area, but it only gets mad if I do. Interesting. I was trying to avoid those one way or another. I should have dodged left. I think that just continue, I was going to say forever, but then disappeared, so turns out I am wrong. Okay, 11,028, that's great. That's our goal reached. I really wasn't sure I would. We're like halfway between the end and the teleporter, so either way either way will be a long way. But this way has new enemies, so we'll go this way. Pick up a little more money. Okay, there we go. Thought I might get hit there. Alright, gotta get shot at, but it's fine. Pretty sure I've read this. Yep. Okay. That's just like an archive of journals and whatever you've already read. That menu that comes up. Hello, what is this? Dead end? Yeah, dead end. Oh, we made it. Nice. I thought it was going to be longer. Okay, so I could take a lot of damage getting those keys, but this is a harder fight. Let's go for the harder fight. I really hope this will be enough and they haven't like jacked up the price when I wasn't looking. I'm probably going to immediately die, but if I don't, we have an okay chance at this, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'll probably die in one hit. Let's see. Oof, I do not like any of that. Yep, okay. That is all awful. 2% intelligence up though, that's nice. $140 enemies defeated. I'm gonna take a screenshot. This is yeah, the most progress we've made in one run the entire time we've been playing this. I think I've done better in the original Rogue Legacy, but not this one. And look at that just pile of enemies at the bottom of the screen. That feels good. Alright, yeah, that was a very successful run. Nobody here with... Sure. I just want to test that it's working. 45%. Yes. And then we buy the thing. Hooray! That's been maxed out, and I'll probably invest in these next, but I can also not worry as much if I spend a point elsewhere, like on this, or these, or strength, dexterity, maybe a little bit of int, probably vitality. Alright, so it was 45, and now it's at, oh, it just says right there, 60%. Yeah, it's good. Not as good as it used to be, but good. So would that have been 120%? I mean, maybe that's a little overpowered, but I did spend an insane amount of gold to get it. So it probably, should be a little overpowered. So I'm still going to need some very successful runs to unlock the rest of the stuff. I don't think there would be anything exciting at these shops, just, the stuff we unlocked. The dash rune, I wouldn't be able to, I would be able to equip it. But the bounty rune, though, I'm still farming gold later, though. I should grab this. But I can't afford this one, so screw it. I'll buy the dash rune, and then later I'll switch. So, okay, that seems... Yeah, that covers a lot of ground. That's useful. We're done for the night, though. It's past the time I usually go to sleep, actually. But I want to make sure I streamed long enough today. It's been almost 3 hours. I intended to start at like 5, so this would have been a lot longer. Anyways. Maybe I'll usually try to start around 8 p.m. That's better for when I'm done with stuff. And would also mean only streaming 4 hours a day rather than 7. Which is easier to fit into my schedule and life, because by the time I'm ready to start getting stuff done for the day, it's already almost 5. Even though I typically get up around, well, I don't want to tell you all the details of my day. I don't want to bore you with that, or tell you too many personal details. But I'm just saying, I usually get late starts, so it might be better to generally start at 8. We'll see. I'll try to actually play more than 4 hours a day. Maybe I'll make it 5 hours a day, at least, when the Isaac DLC comes out. Or Monster Train first, then the Isaac DLC, and then I'll probably alternate between the two. Maybe one on one day, one on the next, or, 2 or 3 hours of one, 2 or 3 hours of the other. It depends. And it depends on what people want to see. Like, if one is massively more popular than the other, then I'll probably stick to one. But I mean, typically I get 0 to 1 viewers per stream. So far I've had no viewers, according at least to the analytics, which may be wrong. Maybe people have been watching and trying to communicate with me, and I just can't see it. But most likely, this happens a lot. Sometimes I'll get 3 to 5 people and there'll be conversations and such, but not often. Especially because I've been gone for an entire month. Well, mostly a month, because I'm a fool. Just because I was having sleep issues and being asleep all afternoon, and I got sick for a while, and just not with like anything serious. Just I just kept getting sick, and I'm not gonna stream when I'm sick, so I couldn't stream on those days. And that kind of happened when I was in the middle of trying to do the Popular Games Week, which ended up being 4 days. I wanted to do at least 7. I was going to go for 8 or 9 and play things like Minecraft and maybe Valorant. Overwatch, if people are still playing that. I think a lot of people moved from Overwatch to Valorant. Those aren't games I'd normally play, so it was, like an abnormal thing. I do play a little bit of League of Legends, actually, but that's also fairly abnormal. Kind of just picked that up lately. I want to get my last S-rank match to M7 Yumi, and then I'll probably drop League of Legends for a long time as well. I've also been playing a lot of Aerith and some TFT. I might continue playing TFT, but I'll probably drop playing League regular once I get that M7 and Aerith ends. Also, I've been playing Persona 5S, Phantom Strikers. I really wanted to stream that, and maybe I will. But my Switch quality is pretty low on streaming, so I imagine PS4 is not going to be much better. Maybe it will. I really don't know. Maybe my internet will get better. Maybe I'll get a better internet service. It's hard to say what will come in the future. Right now, I kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, so I gotta take what I can get as far as internet. But maybe it'll get better. Maybe I'll be able to upgrade my plan or something in the near future. Who can say? In any case, I should probably stop for the time since I've stopped playing. So, thank you for watching. If you watch this, I really do appreciate it. And it would be good for you, if you want to keep up with these videos and to see more, to follow me. And I don't know if on Twitch there's like a liking the video or anything like that. I'm still new to this. And alright, this is on YouTube as well. I forgot. I'm streaming both Twitch and YouTube, both of which have 0 views, it seems. But so like, comment, subscribe. It'll help you keep up to date on what's going on, what's happening. Especially when I get into Isaac and Monster Train and Isaac, because Monster Train first. It's like 4 days earlier. Because that will be the main focus of this channel for, I don't know, a long time probably. Maybe at least a whole year. Those might be the only games even that I play. Now I'll try to make like 1 day a week where we at least play something different for part of the time. Especially because there are a lot of weird games I want to play. Also, I need to get back into making YouTube videos. I haven't been doing YouTube videos either, and I was in the middle of a series. Not that anybody was watching, but when I have time, I'll do that as well. Alright, in any case, thank you and goodbye. Have a wonderful night, or a day if you're watching this later.